I'm coming. If you hand over to government to maintain, the budget the money and share it.
To live in that particular place that the house is. So it's supposed government to really compensate them so that and pay them and relocate them to where they are going and build another house for them.
Careful engineering and management to meet human needs. Hello everyone, we're glad to have you on the program Property Doctor today. We're super excited to have you here with us where we talk about the acquisition of properties, the maintenance and the management of properties. You can connect with us on our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram and on YouTube, just like you're doing right now at Property Doctor NG and on Twitter at Property Doc NG. My name is Fumi Amunega Ajayi, also known as your Property Doctor. Today we'll be talking about snake in our toilet or reptiles in our restrooms. Shelter is very important to man. It is one of the basic needs of man and we take it very seriously. It is something we cannot do without because we do not want to stay or keep our young ones exposed to threats, to harsh weather. So we stay in buildings. In these buildings we provide restrooms or conveniences, as the case may be, where we can do our private thing, like to ease ourselves, to do the main domain, as some people call it, or number two. We can even retouch our makeup or comb out our hair, change diapers for babies, or even perform ablution. So many things we can do in a bathroom. Some people even wash in their bathrooms. In the recent past, we observed that some people, not everyone faces this problem I'm about to talk about, but some people face the problem of unwanted guests in their restrooms. Unwanted guests like cockroaches, like rodents, like reptiles, like snakes, different things, rodents and so on. When you see some of these things, I believe the first thing is that you will just freeze on the spot and before you start thinking, because something took you to the bathroom at that particular time and you now see somebody or something there and you become uncomfortable. And you may not be able to continue on that main purpose why you went to the restroom in the first place. But other times, people may not even know that they are there, like the case of the Defense Intelligence Agency staff, Lance Corporal Bessie Oga, who died after she was bitten by a snake that got into her toilet bowl through the septic tank at the Air Force Base here in Abuja. That was very sad. You know, and after the sad demise of this servicewoman and the videos and pictures of snakes and other reptiles in WCs, there has been panic among many people in some areas about using their restrooms, their toilets and so on. Even more deadly is having a snake in the bathroom. And the snake can bite or even send a person who is healthy to an untimely death. So today we want to talk about this. We have a professional in the house, is a professional plumber, and he's going to be discussing the reasons why we see snakes in the bathroom or in the restrooms and what we can do to eliminate that. It's not easy to go to the restroom and become extra careful when you need to sit down and do your thing, and because you are just trying to be careful. So we welcome engineering craft Saliu Oshundele.
Yes.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
So why do you think we have unwanted guests, like I mentioned earlier, in our restrooms?
Firstly, what normally causes it is a dirty environment.
Dirty environment.
Yes.
Okay.
If your toilet area is dirty, I mean, even the backyard.
Yeah.
You know, most of the design of the toilets, it used to be at the backyard of the house.
Okay.
When we have flower,
have flowers.
The flowers growing up, we don't cut it, we don't treat it, they don't trim it as the time due.
Okay, and weed it.
Yes.
Okay.
So all this can cause odd, unnecessary, or unwanted visitor. in our
houses.
Yes.
Okay.
So everybody needs clean environment.
Okay.
Even for our health, it's very good anywhere we are to be clean and tidy.
Okay.
So some people turn their backyard of the house as a dustbin, which is very bad. Some people even decided to make a portion. This is where we will put our dustbin to avoid money. Pay those people that used to collect the refuse.
Yeah.
But this money they are trying to save. They will spend a lot when the problem comes.
Okay, so before we started, you mentioned something about the snake in the WC. You were saying something about whether it's real. Can you talk about it?
But I'm not even. I even hear it.
You've heard it
for the news.
In the news, yeah.
That snake bites someone.
Yeah.
But I also see one through my social media or something. I believe it's toy.
It was a prank.
Yes.
Okay.
It's toy, because the toilet himself. After that water you are looking at, even though if you want to know if the air vent of your house is not so high, or you can carry ladder or a chair, you remove that cover, you put your hand inside, you will see the heat that will come out through that air vent.
That is the air vent.
The air vent.
Okay.
Talking of life, something will take the place as a house, as home, to come anytime you like.
Okay. But don't you think that maybe if there's a broken pipe?
Yes, that's normal. If there is broken pipe outside.
Yes. Not for the air vent now, but maybe for the waste.
Through the ground.
Waste, yes.
Maybe the rain have already exposed some pipes.
Yeah.
And some children, they play something or something fell.
Or the weather.
Or the weather break the pipe.
Yes.
That is why we need to be carrying someone, either man or woman.
Okay.
We have to be care of anything. There is some head of the house, as a man, he doesn't care in the house. When you see a broken pipe, don't think that it's very little. Call your plumber to fix it.
Okay.
If something damaged, it can cost you, let's say 500 naira, 1,000 naira. If you leave it for some time, you can spend more than that. Big money.
Yeah,
to repair
so
it.
we all need to be careful.
Yes.
Whether you are the head of the house or anybody, because the head of the house might be so busy, he has so many things in his head, and he's not even looking at that part at all. So everybody needs to be careful. If you see a broken pipe, or if you see a broken chamber or IC,
yes,
that is inspection chamber, or a sockaway or a septic tank, please get the authorities or the people that should know about it, let them know so that something can be done just for you to stay safe and stay healthy. Now you were talking about the reasons why we have some of these things entering into the house. So what do you think we can do to prevent these things from entering into the building?
Firstly is to give your job to good plumber, professional plumber.
A professional plumber.
Well-experienced plumber.
Yeah.
Because all these things is in the market, what the material you can use that cannot even allow anything to enter your house.
Yeah.
For example, if you have a flood drain in your kitchen now, some people are condemning it that the cockroach or small ants, all these big ants used to enter through even the rat.
Yes.
Used to enter it.
Yeah.
I say it's capital lie. Because they don't use the normal something which they're supposed to use for the flooding. That is why something can climb him.
Okay, so with a normal floor drain, it's not supposed to allow maybe.
Yes, even though the water inside, the floor drain in the kitchen, it may not have water always.
Yes.
Some people may not mop their kitchen every day. They may not have water, because if you use a good floor drain, it must retain water to seal the odor.
Yes, from
smelling that coming out from the sockaway or from the switch. So, but even if there is no water, know how, if you use the good floor drain,
Yeah.
You cannot allow anything, cockroach, to enter your house.
Into the building. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So
another thing, the air vent of the house is very, very important. Some people, some plumber, they don't even put the air vent for each building. Another thing, they will put the air vent below the level of the house.
Okay, they've not done it properly.
That's
why we need a professional.
Yes.
Somebody who is trained. It's cheaper and it's safer for you to use a professional to get the job of anything in the building done. It saves you money, it saves you time, and it gives you peace of mind. One last word from you, sir.
I will only advise people, don't think of, we might think of money, but don't rely on cheap labor.
Okay.
It's not too
when doing your plumbing
when you say cheap and the best. Not cheap and the best.
Okay.
When you are looking for cheap labor or you cheap materials, you will have bad job. That's my advice.
Okay, so we should get a professional.
A good professional plumber or any artisan in the building can even knows the correct material you can use for your house.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So give your work to the well-experienced plumbers that have name to protect.
Yeah.
Many people may not have name. They have name, they have their personal name, but they don't even care, bother to prevent that their name.
Okay. So, thank you so much, sir. So, viewers, it's important to clear your environment. If you have flowers around or you have hedge, you need to trim to make it safe. Now, clean your environment very well. Staying healthy and staying safe is very important. Make sure you get rid of your refuse on time, and make sure it does not stay there to attract the rodents, to attract lizards and other things. Because when you allow it there, you find out that rats, lizards, and all other small unwanted guests, they will come there, and the bigger ones in the food chain will look for them and come to that particular environment. So it's good you keep your environment clean, clear the grass around, and if you have any broken pipe, fix it. Get a professional to fix it for you. Another thing that he mentioned is if you have inspection chamber or you have a socketway that is broken, also try to get it fixed, because these things can crawl into the house through the chambers outside. It's good to stay healthy and stay safe. We know we want you to manage your properties very well, so that you can enjoy your buildings. Not that when you're sleeping or you just rush into the restroom, you find out that you have an unwanted guest that will even send someone to his untimely death. God forbid. Thank you for being with us on today's episode of Property Doctor. I hope you enjoyed this particular episode. If you do, and if you're still watching right now, that means you have enjoyed this episode. Please click on the subscribe button and also click on the like button. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that when any new episode comes up, you will be notified. Thank you for being with us today. We hope to see you same time next week. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day and God bless you. Bye.
I'm coming. If you hand over to government to maintain, the budget, the money, and share it.
To live in that particular place that the house is. So it's supposed government to really compensate them so that and pay them and relocate them to where they are going and build another house for them.
Careful engineering and management to meet human needs.